It's been amazing so far. I've had such a warm welcome, and I love to go twice with some fans, and especially this afternoon. It was a really nice and special moment after the practice, and I love seeing them all out there in the Mexican wave. It was, really cool.
Yeah. What does it mean for you to play in Romania for the first time? What mattered most in your decision to come here?
Yeah, it means a lot. It's the first pro tournament I've played here, and I always love coming back to Romania. My dad is from here, so I've always got really great memories, and that was definitely a factor when I saw that there was a tournament here in Romania. I was like, I have to go. So I was really excited, and I'm really happy to be here.
Talking a bit about the tournament itself, how do you feel about your game right now, and what are your expectations for this week?
Again, I'm going out, no expectations. I'm just learning a lot about myself since New York, and it's going to be a bit up and down as it always is, but I'm feeling good overall. Like, I've had a really good practice week, and just getting used to the courts now, and I've got until Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to my match.
You're still rather new to the tour. What are the challenges and the adjustments you need to make in order to adapt to this new stage of your career?
Yeah, it definitely is pretty new to me. I've played less than 10 tournaments, and I've skipped a lot of levels. I feel like I went from playing 25Ks to playing like the top tournaments in the world. So I think that I just need time to adjust my game and just get a feel for the level and the ranking, and then I'll bring myself and raise myself up there. Eventually, it will just take a little bit of time.
It seems like you're still, as you said, you're still learning about yourself as a player at this level. What's the main thing you've discovered about your game so far?
I've discovered that, I'd say the thing I've learned the most is just how to deal with when it's not going so smoothly, because you just need to bounce back and be resilient, because at the end of the day, you're going to lose every week because you're not going to win every single tournament. And that's something that I'm just reminding myself of, and the long-term journey is really what matters, the work you put in every day.
Okay. Is there something you've maybe also discovered about yourself on a personal level?
Yeah, I've decided, I've learned how to be patient, because I'm naturally quite impatient. Like, I always want something now, but I just know that such a long journey. I've got 15 more years in the sport, so I'm gonna burn myself out if I go crazy all the time.
So you want to play on a long term?
Yeah.
Okay. When you look back on this year, and especially on this summer, what do you think you'll remember it for?
I've got a lot of memories from this summer. So first, not playing tennis for 2.5 months, then my exams, which I studied very hard for, but I did pretty well. And then Wimbledon was an incredible experience. I thought Wimbledon was just huge and really cool, and playing at home as well. And then obviously US Open, I had an incredible memory. So I just 0 to 100. I feel like just really, really happy and joy and proud.
Okay. What's the thing you've maybe enjoyed most since winning the US Open?
Enjoyed most?
So many.
Yeah. I'd say, for sure, the dinner that I on the US Open after I won, that was the best moment of my life, I would say. And then since, I feel like it's just all gone so fast, I don't even know what's happened. So I've just enjoyed how, it's not been smooth. It's not just been on a high. I had some challenges, and I'm just I worked through them, and I think I'm most proud of myself for that.
For working through the
challenges.
Okay. How has your life and your daily routine changed since winning in New York?
Yeah, the only thing that's changed is I've realized I'm not good with jet lag. I had a week off, but I was waking up at 4 p.m. So my days were gone, and I was like, what do I do with my day? And it's 5 o'clock. So that's what I've learned the most. That's what I've done. But I don't know. Yeah.
How did you adjust to that jet lag, to changing your routine because of that?
I just tried to go to bed on time, but I would say my routine stay exactly the same. I'm a huge breakfast person, so I had the same thing for breakfast every day, and that's a staple.
What do you have for breakfast? You can tell us.
Well, I'm like a huge yogurt person, so I have yogurt and fruit every single day, and peanut butter, honey, either oats or some like sort of Weetabix cereal.
You mentioned several times about the importance of staying focused on yourself and your game. Is that difficult to do now since the context has changed? Do you feel the outside pressure and expectations rising?
I feel like at the moment that for myself, the only pressure is what I expect from myself out on the court, and that hasn't changed. That's been with me since I played. I've always had high expectations of myself, and but outside, I don't feel like any external factors really affect me, so that's a pretty positive thing, I would say.
It is well known that your parents come from different cultures and backgrounds, and you often talk about how their work ethic and their high expectations have shaped you. Can you talk a bit about what you learned from each of them and how do you apply that to your career?
Yeah, I mean, both of them have different cultures. And like they were very tough on me from a young age and had high standards. But I think that's been great for me. I've had really good development, and it's basically shaped me into what I am now. But I still got a long way to go. My mom, I would say, she's very big on respect. So that's something that I've got. I can't even dare to talk back to her because I'm scared of her. But so huge on respect, and that's something she's really put into me. And then my dad, he's really like keen to learn, and like he's always pushing me to learn and about everything. And sometimes I'm like tired and I don't want to learn anymore. I just want to switch off. But yeah, always just pushing me to do better. And especially at a young age, like he would have really high standards and like give me a hard time. But it's good because I bounced back and I became better.
Okay. Your confidence and mental strengthness is impressive, especially for your age. Can you talk a bit about how you developed your mental resilience and maybe how your parents contributed to that?
Yeah, I would say my parents was like, they were actually pretty tough on me. So I had to be resilient, like with myself. Even so when I was young and they would like tell me off, I would have to like recover myself, even from a really, really young age. So that's basically taught me how to be really independent and not rely on anyone else to try and make me feel better. I'm always the one who controls everything because, you know, I'm going to get myself in a better mood or change something if I want to.
And do you feel that helps you during the games to be strong mentally?
Yeah, I think definitely being strong mentally is because of the childhood and like having to do that from a young age. Even when it wasn't related to tennis.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There's a famous picture of you as a young girl in Simona Halep taken some years ago. It was very popular here. Do you remember taking it and what you learned from her?
I remember I was so scared because I was really young and I was really shy, so I didn't want to like go and ask her. But my dad, and I've loved watching her, and she's been really friendly in some short exchanges that we've had. So yeah, I think it's just really cool to be able to be at the same tournament as her.
And do you have maybe a message for the Romanian fans who unfortunately won't be here to see you, but they're rooting for you?
Yeah, like thank you. Mulțumesc foarte mult. Nu pot să zic foarte bine, dar pot să înțelegi și da. Te iubesc.
They love you too.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.